Alrighty. I'm not sure how much we lost, but I'm sure it isn't much. So we're looking at the D, G, A box. The fourth of D is G, the fifth of D is A. So within that box we have 1, 4, 5. But guess what we also have? Within that box, within the D box here, we've got an entire modal circle. We've got the word caged going backwards on that circle, C-A-G-E-D. So going forwards on that circle, starting with the root, we have a pentatonic scale, D-E-G-A-C. Okay, we can't start down here because that would be this guy, which would be below where your fret nut is, so you would be starting the D shape actually pretty high up there. I guess if you're not going to get this note, right? Be up here on my guitar. On your guitar, it'd probably be down right about this fret. So it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's about where my G shape starts. That's not so bad. I wish I could just, you know, I have it on my other guitar, but we'll get to that in another lesson. So we'll look at the D shape. What are we going to play? Okay, when I see a D shape, I think I can play it down here. When it's just one whole step lower than the E here. Okay. So the D is actually minus, and that's probably second inversion. So it'd be something like. It's that low. So it's second inversion, but we have the low D. So it actually is like playing this. Try that again. Okay. So it looks like normally a D on diatonic, I just do an S3L into an S2L, and on top, hey, repeat the bottom string. Okay, so that's it. When in a pentatonic now, we have to do an S3S, an S2L, and on top we just have a D, a S1 D pentatonic. So here's on the bottom we have S3S. This is the easiest, the first little riff I learned on the guitar. There's another one of them over with the G. They're actually all over the place. So if I try that little riff here, but the reason why I couldn't get it when I was a beginner, because it warped. See, I just didn't know that. Oh, we can't get another one. So anyway, but that little square, you know, that little playing square is down on the D. So we got the S3S, and it goes into an S2L pentatonic, but now shape fitting here. Because you know an S2L is what? In C it's pentatonic is, it's just 3, 5, 6 root. We're going to play a 3, 5, 6 root right here. 3, 5, but we got to warp it up. Okay, and then on top we're just going to play an S1D pentatonic. Remember the D shape would be D, E, F. It's the D shape. But it's just like that. So it's S3S, S2L pentatonic, and then S1D on top. S3S, stack of 3 short, stack of 2 long pentatonic, S1D on top. Okay, and then we have the modes down here. Well, what if we wanted to play a nice E minor? It would be an E minor shaped D minor. Because if we have a D shaped root here, okay, in the D box, it's a D shaped root. It's not a C shaped root. It's a D shaped root. Be borrowed from down here. It's a big long chord because I'm getting down low on the frets. They get longer. The D minor is going to be an E minor shaped D minor. So when we want to play over that, we want to play a next pentatonic shape up is going to be a G shape, and that's going to be a G shaped fourth. Okay, which is going to be a G-shaped F. That's your G-shaped F. So that's what you're going to play a pentatonic, a G pentatonic now, not a D pentatonic. So here's D is the root shape, G is the G, and we're going to play that minor chord, which is actually the E minor chord. Let's just play the chord instead of trying to do the arpeggio. Sounds kind of gothic, you know. So that's how a little bit of modal application there. Okay, let's move on over. Neighbors, the fifth of D is A. We move on over to the A. In between D and A is C. Here's D, or here's D, here's A, whatever, you know, but I'm looking at it as D and A. D and A. And here is C, right there. So we're looking at two A shapes. They're already pentatonic, so we don't even really have to say pentatonic here. I can just fill in these A shapes right here the way they are. It doesn't have to say A pentatonic because this is really just an A shape. Oh boy. And then it's shape fitting. That's all it is. And an S4L pentatonic. Okay, so I've added in the S4L pentatonic to our diagram here temporarily. Remember, we're going to have this S4L sandwich. It's like looking down the sub, right? And this is the S4L now. It's going to be just like the S4L with the E shape. That's why the E is there, because it's that E shape. This is actually a Locrian scale. Okay. Little cadence there. Just wanted to make sure I knew where it was cadence. It becomes like a fifth. It does share a lot of notes with an E5, a G5 rather.